Ah!
Yeah, it's 1v1.
Ah! Oh, no, you're right. You're right. I'm about to lose. After what I just seen, after that fucking offense I just saw, yeah, we finna lose. Got it. Like, I know you just saw that nigga lay it up with two niggas on him. Like, what the fuck? I don't need help. I don't need help, sir. Sir, I don't need help. Sir, I do not need help on defense. I don't. Move your big ass out the way, nigga. I don't need help, bitch. Every time we double team him, he score. Like, damn, nigga. Shit. Your big ass need to pass the ball. Please. Please. Just please. Please. Pass, please. 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 So there you go, shoot that. There you go. See, I'm good with you shooting those, but you just trying to lay it up on niggas is not gonna work. Stop. Stop. I don't stop. Stop. Move. You running around like you're retarded or some shit. Stop. You lucky he ain't make that, bro. Shit. Nigga was wide open as fuck because you big ass in my way. Playing toddler ass defense. Nigga, what the fuck? God damn it. Fuck. I'm already having trouble because 2K done resetting my shit, so now I gotta fucking get used to my shit all over again. Oh my god, look at this nigga. He must be deaf. Turn your subtitles on so you can listen to me, nigga, because you pissing me off. Shit. See what happens when you guard him? Holy fuck. Yeah, take that up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Thank you. Oh my fucking god. There's no way that nigga missed that dunk, bro. What the fuck was that shit? Stop. Sir. I know you just made him dribble out of bounds, but sir, stop doing that shit. I'm being respectful. Please. I'm gonna give you the ball now. Give it back. Please. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. This nigga really stressing me out when he don't really need to. Stop, sir. 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 Sir, I know you like the ball, but sir, move, 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 move. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Why did you? The fact that I'm losing because this one nigga on my team. Like, I'm not even happy I just made that. I have 13 points and I'm not fulfilled. Like, what's going on, bro? How many fouls he got? Let this nigga foul out, please. Oh my god, 3. What are you chasing him for? Why? Stop. It's not helping. Your help defense is not helping. Stop, please. You're just a big body in the way, bro. Oh my god. I wish it showed how many points you got scored on, bro. Like, fuck. 2, 2, and 3, and you still fucking see? Oh my gosh. 1 for 6. Yeah, I did better than y'all, bro. That's fucked up. Oh my fucking god. Nesquik, ain't that chocolate milk, my nigga? Oh my fucking gosh. GG though. You did good, gang.
With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. Harden with it. Pass to Zubac. Jones from outside. Hits the three-pointer. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. The kick out to White. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Porzingis for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. And here are the Clippers now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Zubac. From outside the arc. Leonard can't get it to go. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Brown. Here's White. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Anunoby outside. No good on the three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
That's to Porzingis. Misses the three. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Brunson outside. Now Anunoby. Nice D from Porzingis.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Towns for three. And Boston with the rebound. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Brunson. Hart wide open. He fires. New York missing again. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. We have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And New York making a change here. Brunson scanning the floor. Over to the left wing. And Towns gets it to go.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Brown. The wing jumper off target. New York leading by 3. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the 3. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Brunson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy one.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Achua. Outside Towns. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Celtics leading by 4. Inside. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hauser. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be... And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Brown wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
For 3, Bridges. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside, Porzingis fires away from way outside. Now the Knicks with it. And Brown over to help. Pass to McBride. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Back to Porzingis. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Right side, Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Brunson outside. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to Pritchard. Craig sets a screen. Clock at 6. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. That one is on Towns. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's McBride. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Hauser. Shoots the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. New York trailing. Now here's Brunson. And here is Hart. From downtown. And Shireman pulls it down. Here's Hauser. The Celtics working the ball around now. To the wing on the left. Here's Pritchard. And the three ball is good. Pritchard's got 5 now.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. And he drives in. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
.11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brunson outside. Here's Towns. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. That'll be a 5-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And here's Brunson outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for New York. In the corner, Tatum with it. And it's off from three-point range. And the Knicks with possession. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Holiday with it. Hart covering. Brown right side. White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that. We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson. It's Brunson with a floater on the fly.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. Defended by McBride. Holiday with it. 4 on the shot clock. Brown with it. Hart covering. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jaylen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier, he said. I know what I'm capable of, so as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Some nice passing by New York here. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Stolen by Brunson. Brunson draws the double. Here's Hart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hart's got 10.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
The kick out to Holiday. Right wing. Here's Pritchard. Looking to end the run. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 10. The open shot by Hart. And the Knicks good for 2.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
.59 seconds left in the third. Porzingis. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
Launches it. McBride's shot is off. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Pritchard. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Brunson. A quick shot there, and it's off target. So it's the Celtics now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hauser misses. Pass to McBride. Fires the 3. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Hart. Lays it up off the glass. Hart's got 11 points in the quarter. And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Towns for 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brown with the bucket.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Brown. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Achua. Sinks the triple. And the Knicks lead by 12.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Holiday goes in. It's White on the wing. Outside, Porzingis. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
It's Hart on the wing. Back to Towns. From the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Misses in close. Pass to Payne. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Off target from the baseline. Celtics trail by 15. Over in the corner, White. Outside Tatum. Six to shoot. Shoots over Achua. And that one goes long.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. Double team on Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. And here is Antetokounmpo. Fires for three. And it's Lillard with the three.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Back to Thompson. Launches a three. Rebounded by Lopez.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Irving. Spins. Poke loose. Oh, stolen by Lillard. It's an even 3-on-3 break. The three ball. Mavericks with the rebound. Pass to Irving. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Knocked loose. Here's Gafford. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Davis. Washington outside. 6 on the shot clock. Irving for three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For three, here's Lillard. Gafford grabs the miss. And it's the Mavericks ball. Looking for their first basket of the game. Inside. Outside for Davis. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Lopez can't hit.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Back to Lillard. To the inside. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 5.
And at that range, hey, hard for the defense to really affect that shot. I mean, Lopez is just too good.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Outside for Davis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Milwaukee. A big stretch here going. 10-2. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight. Guys?
Allie, thank you.
Boy, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Washington. Over Trent. Out to Thompson. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Pass to Washington. On the wing, Thompson. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks leading by 4. Porter looks it over. To the paint. Pass to Trent. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire. Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
And Gafford with the block. Irving with it. Now Porter defending. Puts up a 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Porter. Antetokounmpo inside. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Outside Irving. Here's Washington. Outside Davis. Back to Washington. Outside Irving. Up and over Porter. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks leading by 4. Outside Porter. Pass to Green. Portis with it. Wide open look. He's off on that one.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
On the wing, Irving. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Tries it from the top of the key. Porter gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 4. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Pass to Portis. Thompson with a steal. Left side Irving. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Davis. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Davis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. And, yep, it's good. Irving's got 9.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
To the middle. Back to Lillard. .23 left in the first half of this one. Antetokounmpo with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Lillard.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. From outside the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Tries from 16. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now the Grizzlies with it. 4-point game. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He could be in the roll. There's a lot of options from the big man.
Can't complete the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up,
there's a guarantee it's going down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Edey gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
And here are the Grizzlies. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Driving the lane. And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Lillard misses. And so here's Memphis. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Good work there as it goes.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 12 points for him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
To the middle. Here's Edey.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside. Here's Giannis. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on.
Oh!
No way.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And Giannis gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Here's the screen. Here's Porter. Pass to Sims. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Left side, Pippen. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks trail. To the paint. Stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Kennard. Count the basket. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great awareness to get up the floor ahead of the D. Kennard showing some solid basketball IQ.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Porter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Look at Porter going into attack mode, getting his shot and a trip to the line.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
DA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Portis can't get it to go. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Pippen gets it to go.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And here's Porter. 5 points in the game. There's the lob to Portis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Watch out. Bobby Portis hammering home the lob.
Pass to Jackson. To the wing on the left. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
He had a nice open look right there. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So both teams making some changes here. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Bane. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. The shot's good from Lopez.
Just so smooth inside. Lopez, a gifted finisher as a big.
Morant, that's for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Morant's got 14 points. Here's Jackson. Kick out to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kuzma. Tries again. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Morant right side. He elevates for the slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Memphis leading. Payne for 3. Doesn't go for him. Giannis high post. 16 points for him. Jackson gets the bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Pass to Clark. Wells in the corner. Morant right side. And then Morant slams it in.
Now, this is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Kuzma outside. Lopez left side. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. Edey with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. That's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Morant right side. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Payne's got 6.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Jackson. Now Morant. He's got 20. Comes up empty, still a respectable 10 for 15. Lopez left side. Back to Giannis. And Payne pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Kuzma. Wells with it. Still without a basket. Just 2 to shoot. Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Bucks trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Back to Morant. The kick out to Bane. Off target with his three. So it's the Bucks now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Puts the move on. And it's sent back by Lopez. Morant with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Bane. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Now here's Giannis. Misses from close range. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Now, oh!
Yeah. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Got a hand on it. Fires from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Lopez, and he converts the layup. Lopez has got 6 points.
Now, all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And here's Pippen. Pass to Bagley. Memphis moving it around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. With the shot. Clock at 6. He takes it in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
To the inside. Pass to Aldama. Here's Kennard. Jackson with it. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Lillard outside. Inside. Outside Portis. And the 3 ball is good.
And Portis attacking with some confidence. That's in his range.
On the wing, Jackson. Launches a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Pippen down low. Pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, Bagley punishing the defense that time.
To the left side wing. Here's Lillard. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Bucks trailed by 4. Here's Trent. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Pippen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Here's Bagley. Pippen down low. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks to take the lead. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Memphis trailing here. That's tipped. Kuzma with it. He's picked up by Morant. Jackson has the open look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Going to the rack with energy. The D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Giannis left side. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Over Edey. Oh, they get it back. Memphis leading. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Up top, Morant. Outside, Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Morant dives in. Count it.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Morant, no good on the free throw. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Prince in the corner. Pass to Lillard. Lopez a screen. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you've got to be conscious of where Irving is because he's consistent at getting the ball in the basket.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. To the inside. Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Irving.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And the rejection by Gafford. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Washington.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Stolen by Lively. Gafford high post. And Gafford throws it down.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lively with the screen. Irving for 3. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Irving. From deep. And Lively pulls it down. Here are the Mavericks now. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Pass to Gafford. And on the way from Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Sinks the triple.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And they're running. Jumps up. And finished off by Lively.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And the rejection by Gafford. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas, and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards, but man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Irving. Count it. Good. Irving's got 12.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Dinwiddie left side. Pass to Marshall. Lets it fly from 18. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Mavericks.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 14 points for him.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Teardrop shot. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 3. Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Pass to Davis. Marshall with it. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, really excellent passer for his position. Davis more than capable of dropping dimes.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Lively. And the layup's good off the glass. Lively's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mavericks trailed by 4. And Davis throws it down.
I don't know what you do about that. Davis just powering it down.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Dinwiddie outside. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Powell. And another shot. That shot off. Great D that time from Edwards. Here's Christie. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Down low, Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really nice job. Excellent there at analyzing the pick and roll. Give Dinwiddie any type of passing lane, and he'll take advantage of it.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Lively. Washington with it. Hasn't made one yet. The kick out to Irving. The second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. To the paint. And it's Davis missing. And the Mavericks with possession. Pass to Washington. The kick out to Irving. There's the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Davis using his size.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Irving. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
On the wing, Dinwiddie. To the inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Here's Irving. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Irving's got 14.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Dallas up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here now is Dinwiddie. Still scoreless. Going inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks trailed by 5. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here's Exum. Here's Powell. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Davis.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Thompson with the three.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Inside. Here's Davis. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. There's Anthony Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Dinwiddie with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Here's Davis. 8 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Banked in off the glass. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Looking to end the run. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 16 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Up top, Powell. 6 points for him. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Another shot. And no problem from Powell as he finishes at the rim. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie. For Dallas, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to. .110 left in the third quarter. Off target at the rim. Pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Now Dinwiddie. He's got 10. Stolen by Thompson. Pulls up for 3. And it's Spencer Dinwiddie with the 3. Dinwiddie's got it back down to single digits for Dallas. Driving in. And Davis pulls it down. Here are the Mavericks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Down low. Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. The 3 kept alive. Now Davis. Dinwiddie for 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Exum. Misses from short range. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 9 points. Thompson outside. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the dunk by Powell.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Irving surveying the floor. Inside. Here's Lively. And he gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Pass to Powell. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
Dinwiddie outside. Davis inside. Dinwiddie outside. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint. Here's Marshall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Marshall's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. Irving, good.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Dinwiddie wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Washington. It's stolen by Davis. Washington with it. Guarded now by Irving. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 19 points.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
That one falls.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And the first one drops. That one misses. Dallas leading by 12. And here's Marshall from the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Outside Irving. Over Irving. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
4 on the clock. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Mavs. Lively with the screen. Out to the right wing. Back to Irving. To the middle. And finished off by Lively.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Screen by Gafford. Three-pointer. Irving can't get it to go. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Dallas.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket.
You lucky they gave you all your shots.
In attack mode all game long.
Nigga, you trash.
What a tremendous
You just got lucky.
performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Just giving you all your shit.
And he continued to put it to him.
Fucking weak. Couldn't choose a different team either.
35 seconds
Whack.
left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Hey, look at that shit. Like, look at that. Where did you see a foul, sir? Because I didn't. I mean, good game. You won, but, like, what was that? Where the fuck was the foul? Because me personally, I ain't see shit.
He ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits.
You know, it would have been great.
This nigga Gafford on my team just fucking hack machine. Your nigga didn't get any foul called. My nigga just
Outside Irving.
foul after foul after foul after foul. They gave me one good Clay type contested shot, and then it was like, you got it. Like, bitch, what the fuck? Who the fuck scores 56 points in this fucking online shit? Some bullshit. You got lucky. You got lucky this time. If I come across you again, nigga, you're done. You're done if I come across you again. But GG's, good game. You won this time. Game is so fucking trash. I know y'all saw my other games. I've been recording my games. I don't lose like that. How the fuck did I just lose like that? With the Dallas Mavericks, I use the Mavericks all the fucking time, and then this nigga had to use the same shit. Oh, you're done. You're done for. What team you want me to use? Yo, choose a team and I'll play with it. What team you want me to choose? Oh my god. Alright, bro. So fucking bullshit, bro. Oh my god. What team you want me to play with? You want me to play with the Thunder? Just pick a team real quick and I'll play with that team, and then you can just choose the Thunder or whatever the fuck you want to play with. Oh my god. I'm gonna just fuck around and be the Celtics if you don't just choose me a team. You ain't gonna have a chance if I'm the Celtics, so. Alright. Fuck it. Good luck.
Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now here's Dort. White with a steal. He got him. No doubt that's
What the fuck did I tell you, bro? Should have just chose me a team, bro.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about who you can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's...
Pass to Williams. Goes up on the baseline. The rebound, Celtics. Outside Holiday. And Holiday.
I told you, you don't got a chance, bro. You don't.
Without warning, Holiday can be so sudden.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. And we're going to have a jump ball. You too. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Good. And it's Horford who picks up the assist.
Well, that's what you call speed, being the difference in transition off the steal. Derek White so heads up.
Dort outside. They need this. And it's good on the lay-in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Horford. The kick to Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Williams on the wing. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. With a one-handed jam.
Oh my goodness, how about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Horford. It's deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Brown. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside. But fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren inside. To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Thunder trail by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Still no points. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Tatum takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 5 points.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Hartenstein. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Thunder able to keep possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses for Hartenstein. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Right wing. Left side, Tatum. On the wing, Tatum. Shoots over Holmgren. Here's Brown. Oh, Brown takes it to the D inside.
Well, you have to love how Jaylen Brown keeps his attention on the rim. He doesn't let the defense change his shot.
Dort outside. Williams from long range. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Right side, Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Here's Hauser. Outside, Brown. Clock is at 3. The 3-ball. Good work defensively by Dort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Brown with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Back to Brown. Oh, look at Brown banging inside.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 7-point differential. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Boston leading by 7. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is... all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. White on the wing. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And now it's a 10-point Boston lead.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Holmgren. White looking it over. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
Here's Dort. And that time also a missed shot.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Horford. Down low. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA, an outstanding defender, that time sends it back.
Here's Hartenstein. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. 19 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Three-pointer Holiday. Hartenstein pulls it in. Williams in the post. Brown with some nice D. Three-pointer Holiday. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. Back to Holmgren. Dort outside. From downtown. And he can't get that one. Boston leading by 10. Here's Horford. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Horford's got 8.
Well, Al Horford making the defense pay. Outstanding recognition on the offensive end. This guy's a terrific scorer.
Pass to Dort. Outside, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Pass to Porzingis. Horford left side. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Out to Horford. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hartenstein's got 8.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside for Dort. Williams with it. Guarded now by Holiday. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Brown. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Dort. Williams from long range. Hauled in by Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. Brown downhill. Outside Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Holiday's got his second basket.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Left side Holiday. Spins. Out to Craig. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Hartenstein goes. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. .146 left in the third quarter. That's tipped. Tries to save it. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
5 on the clock. Back to Williams. Shoots over Tatum. Williams misses. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Fournette, and he jams it home with authority.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
55 seconds left in the third quarter here. Tipped. Knocked loose. Dort with a steal. Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Caruso left side. Tries again. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Caruso. And Caruso drops them both. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Brown. To the middle. Left side, White. Pass to Craig. Outside, Brown. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Boston leading by 6. Out to Craig. Fires for 3. Caruso grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for OKC. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Rebound, Boston. Outside, Brown. The 3 from Craig. That one is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
And here's Caruso outside. Knocks down the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Holiday. Craig inside. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hauser. Boston again missing.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Caruso with it. Now guarded by Brown. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. Now Holmgren. Inside. Hartenstein, no good. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. 4-3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 6.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Williams' shot is good.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Williams. Tatum with some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Up top, Horford. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Here's Holmgren. White with the steal. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul so far. So it's Boston now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to White. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. JT to the hole. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Hartenstein in the post. Horford pulls it in. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
And the basket by Holiday. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Showing us that killer